Man, what a mess back there. I don't know what I am doing. Oh, hey. I didn't see you there. Sam here, and if you read the title of this video, you know I'm driving this C63 507 from Houston, Texas to Southern California, specifically Los Angeles. For those of you who don't know, I've lived in Southern California for most of my life, but I've been in Texas now for a couple years for work, but I am moving back to continue my education. So, that means that, let's see, 4 cars? Yeah, 4 cars need to be driven back between now and about July or so. And I hope the wind doesn't blow my camera over. As you can see, this garage, it's got some cool decorations, but it is definitely a mess. And the reason for that is, well, too many projects and too much stuff going on. I had a track day on the 335 a couple weeks ago, and all that stuff's still out. I did a whole off-roading thing with my M55 a couple weeks ago as well, and that's all here as well. And I'm also working on a W204 E-Class, which you may not have seen yet. So, among all those things, we have to now move it all to California. So, that'll be fun. What does the C63 need? Nothing, really. I mean, I'm going to do an oil change, but that's mostly optional. I kind of realized it's been over a year since my last oil change. The car's only done like 2,000 miles. So, kind of pathetic, but it's been sitting back and forth. So, we're going to drive it now. I'll do an oil change to make sure that oxidized oil is not going to cause any problems. It's probably fine. I'm just, might as well. One thing I'm slightly concerned about is I don't have a spare that fits the fronts. A few months ago, I did a 390mm brake rotor conversion on this car for the larger rotors, but that means the stock factory 18-inch spare does not fit. I should have gotten an E63 spare by now, but I forgot about it, so I haven't done it yet. An ML63 spare might work, but either way, don't have either of them, so we're going to wing it and see how it goes. I do have a patch kit if necessary, and all the tools to take a wheel off if necessary, so let's just hope that doesn't happen. Well, the oil change is done. I only made a slight mess. I've checked all of the fluids, the tires are good to go. This car is ready to go back to California, and we'll start going in the morning, probably around, 4 or 5 a.m. or so. Should be good. All right, folks, it is 4-something a.m. and it's time to go. 57 to 70. Gotta reset that. It's been a while. And away we go. I'm gonna start a stopwatch just to see how long it takes to get from start to finish, including all the rest stops, etc. Let's see. And so here we are at Buc-ee's, getting our first fuel stop of the day. Car's at about a half tank so far. Gonna fill it up all the way. And man, this thing looks just so good. The last time I drove it rained, it still looks amazing. Surprised the wheels are still clean. But yeah. Current Texas gas prices out in Houston. This is during the U.S.-Iran conflict, so higher than usual, but there we go. Half a tank, $43 or so. It's a lot for Texas, but it's gonna get a lot worse as we travel west, so yeah. Good old Buc-ee's. Gotta take advantage of this while I still got them. For my European friends, isn't this crazy? This is a gas station convenience store. We got clothes over there, we got a bunch of food. I mean, whatever you can imagine is here. It's just so excessive and so unnecessary, but yep, that's the American way, All right, got ourselves some breakfast and potentially lunch. Oh, hey. Time to get back on the road. So, obviously this is not going to be doable in one day. 21 hours and 1,500 plus miles. So, we're going to shoot for the halfway point, which is going to be Las Cruces, New Mexico, around there. If we're not tired, we're going to keep going. But if I'm tired, I will stop over there. That's usually where I stop on this drive. I made this drive only once or twice. Once before. When I moved here in the first place a couple years ago in my E39 530i, and I stopped there. But what is kind of funny about this drive is you're on this entire freeway the whole time. You're on Interstate 10, which travels east and west through the southern part of the U.S. the entire time. So all the way from Houston, it goes through Phoenix, it goes to Los Angeles. So, start to finish, one road, right? Should be pretty simple, but it's just long. So, let's get on it, and let's see how far we get in the first few hours. Hope we avoid Houston traffic, so, yeah. Oh, hello. Well, we're at fuel stop number 2. Already gone through a full tank, then about 260 miles, I want to say. We've passed San Antonio, Texas, which is the closest major city to where I am in Houston. Well, that and Austin, I guess. But there are actually some hills now. Kind of weird weather, a bit gloomy and kind of misty, but overall, conditions have not been bad. Lots of construction in San Antonio area, so that kind of slowed us down a little bit, but not too bad overall. I think we were early enough to miss the bulk of the traffic, so from now on it should be relatively smooth. Car's doing really well though. That's not terrible, but really glad I have the PPF on the front end. That's really saving things a lot here, because there were a couple rock chips I noticed, but the PPF will just heal itself in the sunlight. So paint's good. You can see got some bugs, but you know, normal stuff. You know, we may not have autobahns in this country, but the interstate system in the middle of nowhere, like where I am right now, and the speed limit is 80 miles an hour. I think the speed limit is kind of open to interpretation, if you know what I mean. So that's pretty cool. Have ourselves a Carl's Jr. chicken sandwich. That'll be lunch today. Amazing. Second fuel stop completed. Nothing that interesting is going on. Just driving and chewing through gas. Been getting like 18 mpg or so, despite the speeds I'm traveling at, which are completely legal, by the way. And this tank is just so small. I really need to clear that thing. This tank is just so small that you just go through it so fast, you know? My average speed is 78, which you can see there. So that should tell you something. You know, I just saw a billboard that was denying evolution. West Texas. Just gonna throw that out there. I have decided to partake in a side quest. So we're off I-10, we're off the main road on a side freeway, not the main one now. And we're gonna see what we can find. I have an idea. At least I think I know where we're going. We're gonna find out though. Pretty much impossible to see from this angle, but I'm pretty sure that is a solar form. You really just can't see it, but trust me, solar form, yeah, cool. Look at that, isn't that pretty? Big old plateau looking hill thing. Yeah. So you meet me in the middle of, well, nowhere, as it turns out. My car's eating a tumbleweed, it's no big deal, we got PPF, but look at this. I don't think the camera does it justice. I know the audio probably sucks because of the wind, but like, this is crazy. You've got a little, it's a Joshua tree right there, I could be wrong though, but this is crazy. A little dust vortex there, I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but this is nuts. I'm glad I took the scenic route. And here it is, the Prada Marfa store. It's basically an art exhibition that is a fake Prada store in the middle of nowhere. And I would park my car right over there, but there's construction work. I don't want to get in their way, so let them do their thing. But yeah, I was hoping to do some more dramatic entrance, put the car parked there. Anyways, totally didn't drive an extra half an hour or so to come over here, but I might still put the car like right over here. We'll find out. And that's more like it. Pretty good, right? I got some good pictures. But yeah, Prada Marfa store. Totally fake store, very random, middle of the desert, but super cool. Between the lighting and the scenery, it's just super cool right now. It's not even that late, it's only 2 p.m. yet it still looks like this. I think those are all rain clouds, so we might get dumped on soon here, but it is just eerily beautiful, I would say. Yeah. That's my update for now. Alright folks, if you look closely there, to my left, which is actually south, is the Rio Grande River, which is the Mexico and US border. If you look out the window, just before those mountains is Mexico. When we get to El Paso, which is at the very end of Texas, you can literally look to your left, you'll see Mexico. So it is right there. In fact, there are lots of border towns that border El Paso, which is on the U.S. side. So it's pretty cool to see kind of the mix of things going on there. There's also lots of police activity and border control activity as a result of that, which we're going to see later on. So always kind of cool to drive through the area, just going to see what's going on. But yeah, you're looking at Mexico. Pretty cool. Well, folks, that right there, that weird looking fence, is the border with Mexico. So US right here on the freeway, and that is the border. Pretty crazy to see that literally right there. I've never seen that close before. Yeah, super interesting. I saw a theme park there a little bit ago, and all sorts of activity. Somewhere around here is the actual entrance, the actual port of entry. But kind of weird to see, honestly. We've arrived at our hotel for the night. Well, we have reached our hotel room for the rest of the evening. I might leave in the morning early, or tonight, I don't know. It's only like, what, 5 p.m. or so? So I could feasibly sleep 5-6 hours, which is pretty good for me, and head out again, which would put us around, 10-11 p.m. or even midnight. I could even push it then. So we have some time to relax a bit and recharge. I had a stopwatch set when I left the house this morning, and it has over 13 hours now. So we've been traveling for 13 hours. Not exactly driving, obviously. We stopped a couple times for gas, but also to take pictures and stuff, and just to look at stuff around. So, it could actually have taken a little less time than that, but we were taking our time. But I made up the time on the road for sure. So, yeah, let's go ahead and chill. But yeah, so far the drive's been fantastic, and no complaints. Car's been great. So, man, this room has a great view. Look at that. Well, the time is about 10:45 p.m. in Lordsburg, New Mexico. I think it's time to get back on the road. I'm feeling pretty good, refreshed, nice and showered up. Look at the size difference. That's hilarious. I think it looks huge next to my small C63. Anyways. Oh, okay. Well, guess I won't do that. Whew, it's kind of chilly out here in Lordsburg, New Mexico. What a place this is. Time to get some gas and get back on the road. We are now over 58,000 miles. We'll probably go over 59 this trip. Still sounding good. We need some gas. So, slight issue I've just faced. So leaving the hotel just now, there were two options for gas. One in the correct direction just down the street, which is the Love's travel station. Pretty typical around this part of the US, and it was closed. The truck part was open for diesel, but obviously we can't do that, and the whole car part was just completely closed down in construction. So we have to backtrack for about 15-20 minutes to a different gas station. Hopefully that one's open, because I only got 30 miles of range, and that's not very far, and there's not much around here, so we gotta be careful. So, things that happen. Unfortunately, the C63 gas tank is so small, and this car is so inefficient that it just burns through tanks so quickly. I've filled up so many times on this trip, I've lost track already, so. Yep, we're gonna see. Getting close to the gas station, but man, this is a really eerie vibe. I'm sure it's fine. I'm just always cautious in these small towns, especially at nighttime like this. You just never know what's going on. It's probably fine, like I said, just gives off all the wrong vibes. Yeah, ooh, I don't know. Ooh, that's a relief, man. Got some 91. Things are gonna be okay. It would have been fine, but was definitely running out of options there for a second. With about 40 miles of range and being not very close to anything, could have been bad. So I'm glad we got something. Got ourselves a full tank at about 70 bucks. Gas has been pretty much the same price so far across the board from Texas to New Mexico. We're gonna see how long it lasts us. About 350 miles apparently, which, not great when you start looking for fuel around 270. Or less than that. So that is definitely a weak point of this car for road trips, is just the range is not great. But that's a small complaint in the grand scheme of things. But yeah. And that's Arizona. There's the sign. Where is it? Come on, focus, please. Yeah, there it is, Arizona. And the road got way worse. What the? Oh my gosh. That right there is the Lucid Motors factory. So most of the Lucid Airs are made there. See, there's a sign right there. Pretty cool. I think it's their AMP1 factory. So, yeah. Oversized load. That thing's weird, whatever the hell that is. What on? Oh my god. It's huge. Has a gravitational pull. I think there might be a second one up there too. Dang. Well, well, well. If it isn't for the Pacific Ocean at 5:27 a.m. We get the sun trying to peek out, a little glimpse of light. We have the ocean right next to us, but we really can't see it just yet. But things are looking good. We're almost there, less than an hour to go before I'm home. And there we have the rather explicit looking San Onofre decommissioned nuclear power station. Decommissioned, I want to say a few years ago, it might be longer at this point, but always a hallmark of this drive up the coast to down to San Diego or up to LA, depending where you're going. Seeing those two domes, pretty cool. The iconic Denny's, which you probably didn't see because of how bouncy this road is. Well, hello there, S-Coupe. Well, we're back. Time to sleep. If you like this hat, or if you like this hoodie with the W204 C63 on it, I have both a coupe and sedan version on my website, sta-industries.com. Go check it out. You might like some stuff in there. Lots of C63 stuff. Also got this 6.3 V8 hat if you don't have a C63. But check it out. You might like it. See you next time.